Hello, everyone. Welcome to my report. My name is Jazz, and today I will be reporting about the timeline and influencing factors of distance education. Year 1883 to 1919, development of distance education and related concepts. Thank you for joining me today. Let me introduce a bit of information about myself. My name is Jazin Maydineda. I am an LLE graduate. I am an English instructor in China. I'm also a certified language learner geek. Means I love learning languages. I'm very interested to learn more languages in the future. All right, let's start. 1873, as you can read here. Okay, let me just read a bit of information about here. 1873, Anna Tickner establishes a society to encourage studies at home in Boston, Massachusetts, to provide educational opportunities for women across class boundaries. So it means that Anna Tickner was the one responsible for learners during this time, and she was considered to be the mother of American Correspondence study because she helped a lot of women to study even at the comfort of their home. She founded this organization in order to um, teach women through a mail. So she will be help or she helps them to study by means of mail, and they communicated through mail. So it's a very good method of learning during that time. Year 1873, South Africa's university, first university, the University of Cape of Good Hope, and later became uh, University of South Africa. It was used as an examining body for learners who are going to take examination for higher education, and it was not used as a learning institution. What do I mean by that? Like, learners cannot be able to learn something from here, but they can take tests for their further education. Year 1876, Alexander Graham Bell was the one responsible for patent the telephone. So he patent the telephone during 1876, and we all know that who is Alexander Graham Bell. 1883, Chautauqua Institute. So the state of New York authorizes degrees by correspondence at the Chautauqua Institute. So this institute offers education for teachers during summer camp, summer season. So it molds the teachers to learn something for their teaching method. It's actually very helpful because teachers can attend during Sundays and during summer camp season, and they can continue the learning or the training through correspondence study during winter. So Chautauqua, the name of the institute is Chautauqua Institute. Let's go on to the next one. We have Colliery Engineer School of Mines. So during this time, 1890, they began the home study. So students can study through the comfort of their homes. So international correspondence schools, they provide students learning, training about railroad, ironworks, and mine through a home study method, correspondent method, which is actually very helpful for people who are having conflicts in study and work and other stuff. So it's actually helpful, and they gain a lot of students afterwards. Okay, year 1892. William Rainey Harper was the one responsible for having um, community college in America. He was the one establishes the first college level courses by mail at the University of Chicago. He was the of first president of the University of Chicago, and because of his idea, a lot of people managed to execute his his plans and ideas for community college in America. And year, all thanks to him, there was Rainy Harper College founded, right? 1892 University of Wisconsin catalog. The first the distance education appears into a catalog, like what is a distance learning education. And I also put into my reference the catalog that where I've seen actually the distance education term as well. So it was it was found in that catalog. Let's continue. 1892, Pennsylvania State University develops a correspondent program. So they first offered a way for people to learn without coming to the campus. So in Pennsylvania, they were the one who started this one, so that the students don't need to go to the campus in order to learn, but they can continue it at in a correspondence method, right? 1895, Marche Marconi was the one executed, experimenting an apparatus that he convinced that communication is possible through a signal. And because of his curiosity, he began to experiment at his dad's house and successfully send signals during that time. 1901, Moody Bible Institute. So it was established because it benefits those genders who cannot go to the campus, to the institution, for financial and other reasons. So it was actually beneficial for people, for students who can't afford to go to the place because of some reasons and some other things that conflicts their ability to go there. So it was founded um, at Moody Bible Institute. Let's go on. 1906, Calvert School of Baltimore becomes the first school in the United States to offer correspondence study. Okay, Hill, Hillier was the first headmaster decided to make the school's kindergarten curriculum available to their homes. So he was the one who he or she was the one helped to make the curriculum available at the comfort of their homes, right? 1906, the University of Wisconsin offers extension courses in engineering. As we all noticed a while ago, the University of Wisconsin already had distance education knowledge way back, but of course it was extended further for engineering courses. 1914, the federal schools. Okay, we are now to 1914. Federal schools was yeah, federal schools later became an art school in US, begins offering art courses by correspondence. They also think that it's going to be helpful to offer school learning through correspondence, and considered to be a granddaddy of home study in art instruction. And also successful since were vast demand through the printing. It was successful and helpful in art industry. And in Norway, the Norse Correspondence School, or NKS, was established as the first distance education in Norway, which is actually good because as time passes by, each of the institution all over the world had this opportunity to like also adapt the different study correspondent method. Okay, NOSIA. All right, National Continuing Education Forum of the University of Wisconsin at Madison coordinate correspondence and extension courses of member schools. The creation of this association broadened the focus of distance education to other issues, which is helpful because, like I've said, it actually expanded each other's knowledge about correspondence distance education method. 1916. So a while ago we have the University of Cape Cod. So it changes the name into University of South Africa, and here 1916 elementary courses by correspondence are offered in Canadian Educational Department, right? And broaden into an immigrant. So they adapt many things. And during the Depression, an elementary correspondent provided courses to unemployed men in federal government. So a lot of changes have just happened through this year, and different countries and institutions adapt these changes that were happening into distance education method. So that would be all. Thank you so much for joining me today.